Good morning. Do not adjust your phones. The lighting and sound is different because I'm on location this morning. What are you going to do? Sometimes the home inspections have to happen at the same time as the video. All right, today, how things have changed since these job numbers came out. I'm going to put the job numbers into context so you can really grasp how terrible this is. And at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about how it's all going to get worse. First up, these numbers have changed everything. Now, the rate cut bets have jumped to over 90% for September. Everyone is expecting the Fed to start cutting rates because shit has gone sideways. And of course, if the Fed cuts, then we're likely going to cut here in Canada as well. But let's take a look at how the narrative has changed in England. Bank must cut rates 6 times over the next year to boost ailing economy. Oh, interesting. Just last week, there was debate over whether they should or should not cut, and they held their rates. Now they got to cut 6 times over the next year and get down to 2.75% if they act fast enough to save the economy. Many people are expecting it to go below 2.75% in England because things are sideways already. Just how sideways is this? Well, let's compare the numbers, okay? Because I think people didn't really compare the numbers to anything else. So the numbers are just out there by themselves, and they don't seem that scary. So let me just show you something. There's the May adjustment again, and here's the June adjustment right here. 147,000 down to 14,000. Here's Canada's June job numbers. Plus 83,000. Now, we debate this all the time. What's in the job numbers? Some of these are part-time, etc., etc., etc. But all the debate you have over our job numbers applies to their job numbers as well, right? So if you say it's actually less than 83,000 here, then it's actually less than 14,000 in the States. You understand what I'm saying? So straight up, numbers to numbers, 14,000 for them, 83,000 for us. They have 9 times the population we do and 6 times fewer the jobs in June. Are you starting to see the problem now? Like, people say Canada's in the shit, but we have 6 times more jobs created in June. Like, the job numbers are a big deal right now because, yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel, but that light's a train. AI is coming, and it's coming hard, and it's coming fast. I probably should have said that differently. Anyway, the point is we're all about to get fucked. First, let's start here with real estate. The U.S. will soon spend more on new buildings for AI than for humans. There's the construction of office buildings, and there's the construction of data centers. Yeah, soon spending on data centers will surpass the spending on new office space, and as we all know, old office space is being converted into residential where possible. Not to worry, though. The Federal Reserve economists aren't sold that AI will actually make workers more productive, saying it could be a one-off invention like the light bulb. Can you imagine life without electric lighting? So maybe that's a bad example. Look, I've been using AI for side projects for 2 years now. I can tell you it is a massive benefit to productivity and a massive strike against employees. I've done a few side projects that would take normally 10 to 20 employees to help me get this done. And I've done it all myself. That reduction in labor force is going to happen across a wide variety of industries as people start to clue in on how they can use AI. Which is why this top analyst says the next 5 years could see no growth in workers at all and sends a warning about the fate of the U.S. I mean, that's not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons. See, the economy is going to get worse before it gets better. Because in the U.S., it's being run by criminals. Criminals who have no idea how any of this stuff works. One criminal in particular who thinks that heavy-handed, forceful, extortionist approach is the best way to do things. And it's not. So even when the rate cuts begin, the turnaround will take a long time. Remember, it takes 18 to 24 months for rate cuts to have an effect on the economy. We're still feeling the effects of the rate increases. Never mind the rate cuts that have happened. There's a lot of cutting to come our way before we start seeing a turnaround. And that positive turnaround is likely going to be happening during a negative turnaround. So hold on to your hats. This is just getting started.